Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm very happy to have Kurt Power and John Hayes here from Real Estate Investors Expo. Welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, great to have you both here. So right now it's summer. I think people are thinking about real estate a little more than they probably do in the winter because you don't. That's kind of a with the snow and all that, not necessarily the ideal time, I don't think, for most people. And with that being said, there's a lot of folks coming through talking about buying houses, flipping houses, and some of them very carefree with their attitude towards the people who might be doing that. That's where Real Estate Investors really is a little bit different. So tell me about your expo.
We pride ourselves on content-driven, education-based content. Like basically we want everybody to feel comfortable because real estate investing has gotten a bad rap.
Indeed.
Over the last few years. People want to come in, I teach you how to make $100,000 on your first flip, and all you got to do is buy my coaching program.
Right, they all talk about that.
Exactly.
And you could buy it with nothing down. You don't even have to have any money.
Exactly.
Really?
They tell you no risk, but
yeah. But that risk is high, right?
Absolutely.
I was thinking about this. I'm like, well, I've got a little cash. Maybe I could take that cash and go buy a place in West Valley City, something that's really divey, and fix it up, put a renter in there or sell it. And the truth of it is, if I did that and something were to go wrong, maybe it costs more to flip than I think. I found a couple of problems. Or if nobody wants to buy it, I'm in real trouble pretty fast, right?
Absolutely.
Why is that? Explain that a little bit. Is that the way you guys explained it to me a little earlier with some of these loans, that could be pretty troubling.
The main thing is that they're not telling you the dark side of that. The people that want to come in and sell a product, they're not going to tell you the risk that's involved with that. The people that we want to be involved with our expos, they're going to show you the pitfalls, they're going to show you the successes, and they're going to show you how to navigate through both of those so you can ultimately be as successful as possible. Much
better plan, I think.
Yeah.
I want to know the risks, right? I mean, to me, it's not a blackjack game. It's got to, and even then you sort of know the risk, but you don't until you get that 13 and somebody, and they're showing a 6.
Exactly.
Then what? Right?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to know, that risk right now.
Yeah, you could definitely you can get into a flip, think it's a good deal, tear down a wall, you've got black mold, you've got asbestos, you could run into just a ton of different problems.
So that's where the expo is pretty neat, because you guys are going to have experts from all kinds of areas, including mitigation for some of those things. Those kind of people will be there. So talk to me about what we can expect to learn.
We're going to have 25 plus speakers, and they're going to cover the entire gamut. We're going to have commercial, multifamily, so apartment complexes.
Sure.
We've got a guy who's speaking on self-storage units. We've got a guy who's speaking on how to buy and sell hotels. You can buy a hotel, become a hotel proprietor. Our keynote speaker is going to be Lance Allred, who was local to the Utah area, played basketball.
Great athlete.
Yeah, he's a motivational speaker now. He's retired from his playing career.
Yeah, we had him in our studio not too long ago, and he's an impressive guy.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we want to do as well, is we want to kick our event off with something that's a little bit more motivational, a little bit more inspirational, that carries the same kind of message that you get from our speakers, but a different voice and a different avenue, because everybody that we have is obviously successful.
Sure.
But after a while, it can be sort of the same thing over and over and over.
Right.
So when you kick something off with somebody like Lance, who has an incredible story, it just motivates everybody and makes everybody even more excited to be there.
Yeah.
And it just makes everybody it gives a different vibe to our event.
Well, it's for him especially. That's somebody overcoming things.
Absolutely.
And that's I think when we look at the trials and tribulations of a typical everyday, we all have that.
You're going to encounter everything.
So. Right. But when you start getting involved in real estate and different things, there's going to be some trials.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So good to learn it from a guy who knows how to get through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's a good break. You talk real estate all day long, every day. It's just good to have a little break from that monotony.
Indeed. Well, let's dig into the monotony for just a minute. Talk to me about what you, from your perspective as community relations, when you see people come to this event and you've had it at other locations, tell me what you get out of that yourself when you see people go away with real knowledge. What's what makes you guys feel good, like you've done a long, hard day?
It's no better feeling. I mean, that's the ultimate success, is that you have people that they've kind of embraced the fear to be there, and they've taken that step just to be there, and they've opened themselves up to learn.
Yeah.
And they're going to take with them knowledge that's going to set them up for the ultimate success. And that the fact that we've put everybody from every aspect of the industry in one room, there's no better feeling than that, than to know that these people are going to have the absolute best knowledge, the absolute best content, the absolute best chance for success.
You know, it's not, you were talking about some of the types of people would be there, and you said excavators. I'm like, wow, I didn't really think about that, but that's a guy I probably need if I'm going to be, you know.
Well, yeah, you think about a property manager, he's got an excavator, so when we want his guy to be there to be more successful.
Yeah.
Contractors,
Contractors.
From, the junk removal people.
Yeah.
You know.
You plenty of that when you buy a flip.
Absolutely.
It's a small.
Oh my goodness.
It's a thing that nobody thinks about, but then when you're there, you're like, why don't we have this? Or a home staging group. I mean, the diversity, it's unmatched at our event.
I did a walkthrough of a house here in Park City. Okay, I won't tell you enough to figure out which one it is, but it's over by the library. It's a beautiful house. Oh man, trust me, you don't even want to see it.
Okay.
And it could be something really special. And I thought, wow, maybe I'd like to flip this one. So I started looking at it as a possible investment. And I did a walkthrough. Is this for sale? And I saw the basement, and it was literally full of antique stuff. I mean, everything you can dream of, but a lot of it garbage. Like, you're going to have to get rid of it. And I thought, wow, this is more than biting this off would be more than I could chew.
Yeah.
And I even thought about it. Well, what would I call? And like pack rats came to mind, right?
Yeah,
somebody like that. But even so, if I didn't know that right out of the gate, what would I do? What if I bought that sight unseen? What if I bought it on a tax deed sale or something like that? And then all of a sudden I've got this.
Exactly. It's kind of
these are the kinds of things,
like the darker side that you don't think about. You just think about the end result and not think about all of the steps that are going to go into that. So we want to provide that for everybody that's there.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, tell me about the wheres and whens.
It's going to be August 21st and 22nd.
Okay.
At the Sheraton, Salt Lake City.
Excellent.
We'll have registration will start at 4 p.m. on Friday.
All right.
Lance will go on probably 6 to 7 p.m. And then we'll have a networking cocktail reception following. Excellent. Everything on Saturday will kick off about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll go until 6:30 at night. We'll pack 25 plus speakers in that time frame. And
about 55 exhibitors, 300 plus attendees. So
I really like that the beginning though too. A little bit of networking that goes a long ways in this business, doesn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. You see that most of the deals are going to be made at the pre-networking reception before the actual event on Saturday, and then afterwards when people have seen attendees at their booths. That's when they're going to make that stronger connection.
As I say, you almost need to have more networking breaks, don't you? That's a good thing to have.
Absolutely.
There's tons of value in that, the networking.
Yeah.
More casual, more laid back. You can have a good, calm conversation, you know, over a cocktail.
So if you're in the industry and you're thinking, well, I want to be an exhibitor, is there still an opportunity to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, what do we need to do if we want to?
You can visit the website, www.reiexpo.com.
Okay, so we can go there if we want to exhibit or if we just want to come and look at being an investor, both places.
Absolutely.
Both people, same place.
Vendor guides there, all of our registration is online. Phone numbers, contacts are all there, so we look forward to meeting as many people as possible.
Guys, this sounds like an exciting event. Any last words?
Don't miss it.
Yeah,
be there.
We'd love to have you there.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be exciting.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. If you ever thought about investing in real estate, well, you want to make sure you have all the tools in that little tool bag. So a good opportunity to find those tools at the Real Estate Investors Expo. We'll be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show.